Susie here. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Thank you for coming back and spending some time with me today here on my channel. So in today's video, we are doing something a little bit different. We're doing another reaction video. I haven't done one in a while. And the last one I did, you guys really seemed to enjoy, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So I do want to do another one for you guys today, except that today we are reacting to vintage beauty ads that I found on Pinterest. So if you guys aren't on Pinterest, which I'm not the hugest Pinterest person, but I do love Pinterest for collecting and kind of curating these boards that I just absolutely love. So I have like boards for home decorating, recipe boards. I find so many good recipes on Pinterest. I love to cook, and there is always something good on there for me. I love looking at like old vintage advertisements. I mean, you can find so many really good things on Pinterest. And one of the things I love looking at on there is vintage ads, vintage products. I think it's super cool. You guys may not know this about me. I probably don't talk about it very much. You guys know I like to go thrifting, but I really like antiques, and I love antique malls. I love anything vintage related. I think it's just really cool, and I love to see the progression of advertisements, beauty products, fashion throughout the years. It's just so interesting. Looking down at my laptop, and I'm gonna be reacting in real time, and you guys are gonna be seeing it as well on the side of the screen. So let's go ahead and get started, because there is quite a few of them. And if you guys remember some of these, if you see something and you're like, I remember that, let me know. Some of these are quite old. They're before like my time of, you know, when I would be using this product, but a lot of them are still around. So that is really cool to see. So the first one is this Clairol Lemon Go Lightly Spray On Hair Lightener. So I remember Sun-In, which was very big when I was younger, when I was like a teenager, and even in like middle school, I remember Sun-In. Basically like a lemon citric acid type of spray that you would spray in your hair, and it would lighten your hair. So this is just, I guess, Clairol's Lemon Go Lightly. But this advertisement, I just love this makeup look that this girl has on. It's so like natural, but a little bit shimmery, and she is just gorgeous with the freckles. I absolutely love it. But it does say lemony fresh, lemony fun, gently lightens under the sun. So it's basically the same thing as Sun-In. You would, you know, spray this all over your hair, you'd go out in the sun, and it would lighten your hair. So the main ingredient is lemon juice, which really does lighten your hair. You can truly lighten your hair with just plain old lemon juice. However, it is a little bit acidic, and a little bit acidic. It's pretty acidic, and it will actually end up damaging your hair if you don't mix it in with something else. So this spray is just basically lemon juice, you know, with some other ingredients that might be kind of good for your hair. I did use the Sun-In, and I don't really remember it really lightening my hair. It probably takes a really long time to actually physically lighten your hair. You know, so guys, if you have used it, you know, do let me know. It does say you can use it on brown or blonde hair. So blonde hair, I could see it getting a little bit lighter. With the brown hair, I feel like maybe it would create some like gold tones in your hair. Not really sure. But yeah, this is kind of interesting. I've never, you know, actually seen this particular product. So the next one is this Powder Twist by Maybelline. So this is so funny, because when I saw this, I thought about a, and I cannot recall what, there's a recent Powder Strike. There was a recent product that Maybelline came out with. It was this same exact thing. It was this eyeshadow that was inside of a little tube, and I actually think I even reviewed it here on my channel. And you kind of just, you know, dipped it in there, and then you could just apply it onto your eyes, and it worked pretty well. And I think it was called Powder Powder Strike or something like that. It was recent. So that is so funny because this is literally just a repackaging and redoing of an old product, which I didn't even know. So this advertisement looks like it's probably from like the 70s or 80s. And it does say, you know, that with just 2 twists, the right amount of color, soft, smooth wand tip puts the shadow right where you want it. And this lady is wearing this gorgeous Tiffany blue eyeshadow, which some people might think is horrendous. I think it's actually really pretty. And I mean, I don't know that I would apply it all the way up to my eyebrows. I think that's a little bit much, but I love how it looks with that lip color. But that is so funny because that is literally the same thing they just came out with, but you know, packaging of the product to make it more modern. And that just goes to show you how companies just repackage the same thing to make it look like it's a new thing when really it's the same thing that was out like 30 years ago. It's just got new packaging on it. But look at these colors, how fun and pretty they are and how bright. I wish they still came out with bright colors like this and eyeshadows from Maybelline. Maybe this is back when they used to make really good eyeshadows, because now they're kind of like, you know, hit or miss. But I do remember, you know, that product that I reviewed, and that is funny that that is just a repackaging. This advertisement for Maybelline, of course, this looks like it was a celebrity from her time. I can't read that writing. It is so small. She looks so familiar to me, and I can't think of the name. But if you guys can think of the name, do list it down below. But how gorgeous is she? My gosh, wow, so beautiful. Now, what's really funny about this advertisement to me for Maybelline is I legit remember my aunt having some of these products, like that little mascara cake. It was like in a little box, and instead of it being in a tube like we have it now, you used to have to take the brush and kind of brush it on there and then brush it onto your eyelashes. And I remember her having that, and I don't know at what point they stopped making mascara cakes. It was like a little, you know, in a little tin. And it looks like it used to come with in black, brown, or blue, which is really cool. She also had that little pouch that had that little brush. And then I don't know what that little liquid is on there. Maybe the liquid you had to use a little bit on the cake to kind of soften it up. And then the little red pencil, the eyebrow pen, or eyebrow pencil, I should say, they still make that. I've actually still seen that. It's that little red eyebrow pencil that you can find from Maybelline. So that is the same packaging on that, which is really cool. And then there's that little Maybelline single eyeshadow down at the bottom there. But mascara cakes, I mean, I don't know if anyone else even remembers that. I literally wouldn't have remembered it if it wasn't for remembering my aunt who loved makeup putting that on her eyelashes. So that is really, really a throwback for me. But this style is just absolutely beautiful. So the next one is this Christian Dior ad with this lipstick, and I remember, I think that my aunt had this lipstick. One of my aunts had this lipstick. And I remember somebody giving it to me at some point, like as like a little like, oh, hey, here, you want this? And it was actually a red lipstick like that. And I remember that it had kind of like a floral smell to it with that same packaging, that like blue with the gold. And oh, what a beautiful like ad. I just love the style and just the aspect of it is just so pretty. But I so remember that lipstick. I don't know if you guys remember that from back in the day. I mean, someone gave it to me as like a like, hey, here, you want this? I'm getting rid of it. But I remember, and I kept it and I kept it. And I remember it started to get really funky because it was probably really old, and I just ended up throwing it out. But I did use it like a couple times just for fun, you know, at home. But it was a bright red. But what a pretty advertisement that is. All right, the next one is this Maybelline Fresh and Lovely Brush Blush. So I do remember this product, kind of similar. I think it was probably a little more modern when I saw it. This advertisement is, you know, probably again from the 70s or 80s. I don't know exactly, but I can kind of tell, you know. But again, her makeup, I love it. I love that fresh faced kind of makeup look. You know, like she has makeup on, but her skin isn't like super caked on, and she's got just a little bit of sheer gloss, and oh, I just love it. I think it looks really pretty. But yeah, this is just basically Maybelline, you know, blush. And it had the little brush in there, and it's still, you can still get this, you know. I don't personally like using the little brush. I think it doesn't work very good, but you know, they advertise it here how it's like the perfect control, you know, for applying this blush. But what a pretty advertisement. Maybelline was like killing it in the makeup game. And, you know, it's really sad that they've kind of, you know, over the years have kind of went down a little bit, and they're not being as innovative as they used to be. But how pretty is this advertisement? 1984 Bonnie Bell vintage makeup. So I actually remember when Bonnie Bell made makeup, and I don't know again at what point did they stop making makeup. I feel like now all you can really find from Bonnie Bell is like lip balms and lip glosses, and maybe sometimes like an eyeshadow if you're somewhere, I don't know, and you find some old stock kind of laying around. But I never remembered seeing Bonnie Bell like foundation, mascara, powder. I don't think I remember any of those things. So I don't know at what point they stopped, but it's kind of sad because when I was looking at these advertisements, a lot of these products are not made anymore, you know, and the companies don't even make makeup anymore, which is, you know, pretty sad. There was actually a time when I think it was Q-Tex actually made nail polish, and now it's like they only make nail polish remover. So it's crazy how much times have changed. But I do remember, you know, the Bonnie Bell makeup I think it was in my local grocery store when I was in middle school. I remember it being in there. Never seemed like it was selling very well whenever I, you know, did end up seeing it. So maybe that's why they ended up getting rid of it. You know, it was probably more for like your, you know, teen or something. Obviously, I don't think a grown woman was buying Bonnie Bell, but I don't know. You know, I wasn't a grown woman in 1984. Actually, I was born in 85. So this makeup, if this is what was out, this is what was out a year before I was born. So yeah, but I love the, you know, the colors, the vintage aspect of it. I love the printed ad, how it has the blue and the red line on top. I just think it looks so like fun and so, you know, almost like, yeah, I mean, it's obviously 80s, and it reminds me of the 80s, and that's what I like about it. So but yeah, do you remember the Bonnie Bell makeup? Here's another company that I don't even think this company makes makeup anymore. Artmatic. I'm thinking, are they no, because it's Coty that makes the Airspun. So I don't actually think this company does make any kind of makeup products anymore. But Artmatic, I remember seeing this. You know, my mom had some eyeliners from them, and this powder I remember, you know. So they used to make a lot of different types of cosmetics, and they don't make it anymore. This looks like this is from 1985. So yeah, this is pretty old, but how cool. I just wish so many of these companies, you know, were still around. It would be really neat to see what types of makeup they would be coming out with. A Pond's Peach Cold Cream, which I don't even think Pond's makes a peach cold cream anymore. I think they just make the regular. But Pond's has been around for like forever. I did a collaboration with Pond's way a long time ago. They had sent me something through Influencer. It was really cool. But Pond's cold cream is a classic, and this one is the peach cold cream. So that is really cool. Really neat advertisement. I love how minimal the makeup was. It was enough, but it was not like overdone. You know, like now I feel like everything's so overdone. Max Factor. Again, Max Factor, I haven't seen products from Max Factor in a long time. Now, this is a British ad from 1974, but I do remember seeing Max Factor in the stores. And little known fact, Max Factor was actually made by a makeup artist that did a lot of things for like celebrities in the movies, on set, and he was actually of Polish descent. So I'm very, very proud of that because I am of Polish ancestry. Actually, my parents are Polish, so that makes me Polish American. But how cool is this advertisement? That was their big thing, was that cream puff, where, you know, it's basically just like a powder foundation. Really cool. And keep a fresh face all day long. So this was just basically like your, you know, you would take this with you in your purse, touch up your foundation powder throughout the day, and had added moisturizers. And again, it's just really sad that a lot of these brands are not in the stores anymore. Okay, here is a throwback, Love's Baby Soft. You guys remember Love's Baby Soft? Now, this is a little more recent, you know, the 80s and 90s, I think, probably Love's Baby Soft. I loved Love's Baby Soft. And if I can find it in the store, which I'm going to look for it, I want to repurchase it and get a new bottle because I absolutely love the scent of baby powder. I love it. It was floral, it was girly, it was a little bit musky, but Love's Baby Soft. Oh, it just like reminds me of being young again, and I need to repurchase some of this Love's Baby Soft. So if you guys know which store they sell it in, let me know, because I am gonna be getting some for sure. And I think they came back out with it again, like as like a bringing it back kind of thing, a while ago, and I think they ended up stopping it again, but I really want to get some. I remember this advertisement, and I'm almost positive this was probably from the 90s. And this was Tyra Banks in this CoverGirl ad, Bewitched, Bejeweled, Bedazzled. And I remember that teal kind of blue-green nail polish because I had it and I loved it. I was obsessed with it. I used to paint my toenails with it, my fingernails with it. I remember that purple lipstick and the purple nail polish, and oh, what a gorgeous collaboration. It was these beautiful jewel tones, and Tyra was looking phenomenal in this ad, and wow, like, yeah. I loved this advertisement. I remember seeing it, and I remember that Nail Slicks nail polish, the teal kind of color. It was so pretty, so dark, but so pretty. Oh, I just miss that. Yeah, what a beautiful advertisement. Exclamation fragrance. You guys remember Exclamation? I didn't even know they used to have Exclamation lipstick and lip shine and nail color. I just remember the fragrance, the Exclamation fragrance, and I remember my aunt had it, my mom had it, and you could pretty much get it anywhere. I don't even think they make it anymore. Maybe they do, but I've never seen it. And I just remember it actually smelled really good. And it was very like 90s, and oh, it was just great. 1991, love it. I remember that so much. Every magazine that I would read had Exclamation as an ad in there somewhere. You guys remember that? That was great. And how fun are the colors on this ad? That's what I miss about, you know, the 80s, the 90s. Like, people were not afraid of color, and just, it was so colorful. Like, I mean, it's colorful now, obviously, but I don't know, it was different. It was different, and I just didn't even know they made nail and lip and lip shine. I never knew that. But Camay soap, scented like perfume from Paris, that would cost you $25 an ounce, blended with pink cold cream. And you would use this to basically, I guess, wash your face and body. And I don't even think they make this anymore. Maybe they do. But it was, I remember this soap. I remember that little packaging. And I think I remember how it smelled, and it was pretty strong. It was a very strongly scented soap. So that's pretty cool. Pink Camay soap. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm sure you guys will let me know. But yeah. So that is all of them. And let me know if you guys remember some of these. You know, let me know what you think about them. Did you used to have some of these products? And or what was your favorite vintage, you know, beauty ad or beauty product that you used to use? I'm very curious to hear. And if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and let me know down below if you want to see more of these reaction videos, especially in regards to anything vintage. I would love to talk about it. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell, and I hope that you'll join me in my next video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.